I want to introduce you to the Lone Star tick. This tiny bloodsucker is at the center of a strange new food allergy that's sweeping across the country. More and more people are being diagnosed every day. So I was introduced to this tick in 2013 when I was hiking with my dog in Baltimore, Maryland. Sometimes we'd go off trail a little bit to get to the best swimming holes, and sometimes I'd come home and pick a few ticks off of him, on his fur, usually not attached. But on that day, I picked off this tick, not off him, off my leg, kind of up the side of my leg. And I was pretty nervous. I'd heard about Lyme disease. I knew all the things that could happen. So I snapped this grainy photo with like a crappy iPhone 2, whenever it was. And I sent it to my parents. Over the next few weeks, I tracked my symptoms, and I was getting horrible abdominal pain. Nausea, diarrhea. I had no clue what was going on. I tried herbal remedies, homeopathy, even a course of antibiotics. Nothing helped. So here's my mom, Sue Love, and my wife, Wendy Ledgerton. And my mom's a retired ER doctor. So she tried to troubleshoot this. She tried to find the answer. She found a study, a very new study, in which the researchers found that people got bitten by a tick, developed an allergy to red meat. She devised an experiment. I was to eat a hamburger and report back on how I felt. A few hours after the meal, I was writhing in pain. I called her quickly, excited to share the bad news. Alpha-gal syndrome, or AGS, is the official name of the red meat tick allergy. Alpha-gal is also the name of the sugar in the tick's saliva that gets introduced into your body, and these sugars sensitize your immune system. They're the same sugars that live on mammalian meat. Alpha-gal sufferers, most of them get anaphylactic reactions. So swelling, hives, shortness of breath, a rash. Other people get cramps, stomach pain, and indigestion, and that's what I get. The average time to diagnosis is 7 years. People don't know they have it. You can see in this map that these ticks live mostly in the southeast, and 3% of the population of the southeast has alpha-gal. An estimated 450,000 people nationally have alpha-gal, and it's mainly from the bite of the Lone Star tick. Scientists are trying to figure out why. We've looked for ticks in continents other than ours and found, hey, there are other ticks that also cause alpha-gal. Different ticks in different places, and as awareness grows, so too do the number of cases. So let's look at ticks that live around here. So the bottom of the Lone Star tick, all right? That's the female on the left, the male, and the offspring. In the middle, we have the black-legged tick. You might see that in the woods. And you might also see on the top the American dog tick. And any of these can bite you. Any of the Lone Star ticks that bite you can cause disease. So I can no longer eat mammalian meat products. That means beef, pork, eggs, cheese, and my favorite croissants. I can eat chicken and turkey, but I've sort of lost my taste for all meat. Some people, and this is rare, some people can't eat gelatin. So you think gel caps, gummy bears, even jelly beans. Most gelatin is made from cartilage, skin, and bones of mammals. But manufacturers don't label that on ingredients that they make. And that's really troubling. People with AGS also can't eat dolphin. Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. Like, who eats dolphin? But dolphin is a contaminant in canned tuna. So I have to buy now dolphin-safe tuna. People with heart valve replacements also need to be careful around ticks. Why? Some heart valve replacements are made from pig parts. And there are documented cases of people getting tick bites and having their heart valves fail. Yeah. So this led a group of researchers in Virginia to develop the first FDA-approved genetically modified pig that doesn't trigger an allergy in people who get bitten, which is great. They also give away the meat because they don't need it, and I've tried it. It tastes pretty good. Living with AGS the past 12 years has totally changed my life. I'm now mostly vegan. My family, thankfully, shops and eats in ways that are safe for me. And we also label all the food at Thanksgiving for allergies. So you might be terrified of ticks, right? But don't worry, there are ways to protect yourself. You can wear long sleeves when you go out in the woods. You can spray use insect repellent, and also don't go off trail like I did. Not everybody that gets bitten by a tick develops AGS, so that's there. You've got that too. In 2004, Congress passed a law requiring the top 9 food allergens to be labeled on ingredient label you see on the bottom of the package there. But AGS and this alpha-gal disease wasn't discovered until 2006, so it didn't make it into the Congressional Act. But you can do something about that tonight or this weekend. Call your congressional representatives and ask them to bring this bill on AGS food labeling to vote today. And if you do, you'll help protect me and the thousands of other people in the U.S. living with AGS.